Hello everyone. Kuram Jari Namaste. My name is Licypriya. I am 12 years old Indian climate activist and the founder of the Child Movement. I am the special envoy of Timor-Leste. I belong to a small indigenous tribal group of Manipur in northeastern India called Meitei, bordering Myanmar. My birthplace is surrounded by lush green mountains and alluring atmosphere. And today, I want to share you something from my little heart. You see, my state Manipur has been burning for the last 7 months. But why? But why is everyone still silent on it? Why our Prime Minister Modi is still silent on it? We want justice for the people who lost their lives in this ongoing violence in Manipur. We want justice for those thousands of innocent people, of those thousands of innocent children who lost their lives, lost their hope, dreams, and future. This ongoing violence in Manipur is fueled by our politicians, and the innocent people are paying the price of it. Massive deforestation is carried out currently by the illegal immigrant majority Kukis in Manipur to plant illegal poppy drugs, not just destroying the lives of innocent young people by drugs. It has also caused the worst climate crisis in Manipur. And most of the biosphere hotspots in Manipur are becoming climate hotspots now. People living in the valley do not even have the drinking water to buy due to severe droughts as a result of the massive deforestation in the hills. You see, most of our crops are washed away by severe flash floods every year. 75 of our rivers and lakes are now dry and dead. The lush green mountains are becoming deserts now. Girl children are out of school to fetch water from a very long distance. And this is real climate emergency. We all know that from where these cookies people come from, they're not the real indigenous people of India. They came with the British and settled in our land. And we have lived together for the last few decades with love and compassion. It's all about humanity. But killing and attacking real indigenous people like us, the Meitei people, who have a long history of over 3,000 years with their hidden agendas, is unacceptable at any cost. Their hidden agendas is to form a cookie land country by joining their inhabited areas of Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, Manipur, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. This is their open secret, but this is an impossible dream. You see, they can't break the single inch of my great country, India. And we will fight until our last breath to protect our country, India. And our Meitei people never committed any wrong to any community yet. Yes, there are a few incidents of parading women naked and killing a mother and the child by few people. I, as a right activist, strongly condemn that. Those people who committed those crimes have no relation nor community. they deserve the highest punishments. But there are so many such untold stories, did by cookies to the Meiteis, cookies against Meiteis. What about their justice? Still, nearly hundreds of children and youth never returned back to their homes. From coaching centers to schools, they were raped, tortured, and killed. We have all the video and photos as evidence. Why justice should be only for one side? This is not fair. This is unacceptable at any cost. You see, both the innocent people of both the communities are paying the price of our failed leaders. We need to stop this violence now. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi must bring both the sides on his table, and he needs to talk to both the sides. He can finish this violence within an hour. He needs to speak out. This will be the only solution for now. And I am personally against any form of violence in this world. I'm continuously working to help both the communities to bring long-lasting peace through dialogue. Now let's come to the climate topic. I think you saw a viral video where I stormed and protested in a high-level session of the United Nations Climate Conference, also known as COP28, which was held in Dubai a week back with a banner writing, "End fossil fuel, save our planet and our future." It was the last second day of COP28. And many people asked me that, "Are you crazy? Why did you do that? How can you live without fossil fuels? You travel by flights." Blah, 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 etc. On the very same day. The day I protested was a very crucial juncture of COP28. You see, I took the risk of my life to save our planet and our future. I might have been arrested and can be put in jail for the whole life in United Arab Emirates in UAE, as protest is highly restricted in UAE and is against their laws. But it was the United Nations program. It was a United Nations platform, and I did it because it's for our common goals and cause. You see, COP28 was almost filled 99% at that time. And many powerful rich nations who are responsible for today's global climate crisis, like United States of America, United Kingdom, and European Union, are blocking the draft outcome document of COP28, where they have to sign the draft agreement to declare the phasing out of fossil fuels. We all know that coal, oil, and gas are the top causes of today's climate crisis. But the good news is COP28 was extended for one more day till 13th of December. Instead of ending on 12th of December, and finally all the 196 member states of the United Nations agreed and adopted a just phase out of fossil fuels from our planet by 2050 and double the renewable energies by 2030. Now, no country can use fossil fuels after 2050. This is the change we brought together. This is the real proof that our voice matters. Everything is possible if we have the courage and political wills. And obviously, age doesn't matter to make a difference. You see, millions of children like me are losing their lives, losing their parents and their homes due to climate disasters. And sacrificing the lives of the millions of innocent children for the failures of our leaders is unacceptable at any cost. Instead of spending billions of dollars on wars, if we spend it on ending poverty, giving education, and fighting climate change, then what a wonderful place our earth would be. Adoption of Loss and Damage Fund in COP28 is a historic one. It's a good start, but it is still not enough. What we want is not in millions, but in hundreds of billions. And this shouldn't be in any form of loan or debt trap to the developing nations. Our governments must work together to manage a just transition away from coal, oil, and gas, the top causes of today's climate crisis, because your action today will decide our future tomorrow. My generation is already the victims of today's climate crisis. And I don't want my future generations to face the same consequences again because of our leaders' inaction and empty false promises. I have a dream where there are more bicycles on roads instead of more motor vehicles. I have a dream where all the coal power plants and thermal power plants are replaced by clean renewable energies. I have a dream where all the children living in this world have the clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live. And asking clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live is all our basic rights. We will not allow history to be written by big polluters, wicked and greedy politicians who choose profit over our own planet. Remember, it is our duty to protect our Mother Nature from those who refuse to see her true beauty. You can call me crazy, but I believe that we should have the basic rights to clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live. We will continue to fight until we achieve our goals. We are unstoppable, another world is possible, and change is possible. You see, many people talk about freedom. But what is real freedom? Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's culture, future, and health. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when you are out of hunger. Freedom is when no one can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, or any other differences. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your freedom. Thank you, Jai Hind, Sanalibak Manipur na Yaifre. Thank you once again.
I will be opening the forum for questions, sir. Thank you, Licypriya, for that wonderful conversation, the speech, basically, and the conversation which will definitely follow now in form of the questions. Being a climate change activist at such a young age is very, very motivational for probably all of us. Reason being that all of us learn from you that we need to do our bit, our part to save the planet, right? Sir, your question, please.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. This age, you know, such a you have such vast knowledge on pollution and climate change. And do you know about this COP28, recently concluded in Dubai? And what are their main objectives which they decided recently in COP28?
You see, you can check that in the social media or, by the United Nations uploaded. You see, I'm just a climate activist. You can ask this to the scientists and experts. But still, you see, I had my own goals and my missions there. So, you see, the objectives that they took, that was a complete failure, then became successful, was first of all, the loss and damage fund that they adopted by the rich country nations, which was, in millions, but not in hundreds of billions. Creating the loss and damage fund is a good start, but it's still not enough. And if it remains empty, it's completely useless. And, after I did that protest, it was a complete failure for making a just phase out of fossil fuels. Yes, and the countries did not listen to our voice. The voice of children, the voice of those people who are telling to make a just phase out of fossil fuels. Because they did not even set a target, because the rich country nations were not even caring about, saving our planet. They were choosing, profit over our own planet. But after that disruption that I held in a high-level session of COP28, it became successful. They extended a date. I think you heard that before, right? Yes. It became successful, and then, yes, over nearly 200 countries, all the countries, all the nations who were a part of the United Nations did adopt, to make a just phase out of fossil fuels by 2050 and double the clean renewable energies by 2030.
Wonderful, wonderful. I just want to tell you the COP28 main decision, that is pollution through these vehicles. This is diesels and petrol. And PM 2.5, PM 2.5 is the most dangerous particulate matter. That is the causing big problems in India, and in particularly in Delhi. This vehicular pollution is the most dangerous pollution for this country as well. So in COP28, the most important decision they made about this reduction in the fossil fuel and decarbonization. That is the main aspect they covered.
So that's what I said, right?
Right.
The fossil
But
fuels.
you know very well. Wonderful, and I hope you must form an organization and you start with your colleagues, your fellow
I do have an
peoples.
organization called the
Wonderful.
Child Movement. I have my own Licypriya Foundation.
Wonderful.
You can join that, yes.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. And best of all from
Thank
our
you.
side.
Thank you. Thank you, Licypriya. I'd like to request, another question. Okay.
Hi, Licypriya. Thank you so much for sharing all the knowledge and the pain you are experiencing every day. Actually, we are very sorry to hear the things. And we read it every day, but we are very sorry. We can do nothing. We are really helpless. And the pain you are experiencing more than half a year. It's been more than half a year, and you are still in the same situation. It's really, really very, I don't know what should I say. It's very deteriorating. I mean, I don't know why. And you are right that our Prime Minister can solve it within hours, but I don't know why he is not doing this. So maybe through this medium, your voice can reach to him, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions for Licypriya? Okay. So, Licypriya, thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to call upon Ms. Tehzeen Zaidi, the Head for Communications, Syngenta India, to kindly give away a token of appreciation. Licypriya, please come on in the mid-stage, please.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.